face the demons, put them to the test.
Good evening, everybody. It is March 1st. It is 8:01 Pacific Standard Time. Do you know where your cryptids are?
Yeah, they're around somewhere.
Alrighty, so we are edging ever so close to that magical 100. Looking at my little notebook of doom here, and
What, we get like 2 more after tonight?
we got 3 more. We are on episode 17, season 5, episode 17, Ghosts of the McMenamins Part 2.
Yes. What you looking up there, boss?
I'm writing down Ghosts of McMenamin Part 2. We will be taking the final week of this month off. We will be back April 5th, I do believe, is a week afterwards. Julie is here.
Yes.
Hi, Julie.
Hello. Glad to see you made it get back in.
Julie has returned to us.
The lost sheep.
But yes, we will be back and returning on April 5th, Easter. I think it might almost be sacrilegious if I say Julie has risen.
Yeah, don't do that.
So I didn't fully see it.
Yeah, we got Josh in as well.
We got the Josh, the silent Negan, who will hopefully be the guest host of War Room when we also return on April 5th for a full hour. We've already got all 20 episodes planned out, ready to go. We've even went through the AI and everything to get some pretty cool posters for every single show topic. So
Absolutely.
we are ready to roll with that one. In 2 weeks' time, we start shooting our documentaries.
Yeah, we was taking out Connor 2 yesterday and giving him a flyby.
Yes, now I've got to figure out how to upload all the videos off of Connor 2, which, by the way, if Connor 2 is a drone, it's an AI drone who does a great job and has some excellent video quality. Needs a muffler. So we are not putting a due date on these movies, but we kind of know when we're going to be done shooting some of these. We should be done with the Bigfoot by, I'd say, May. Dogman, I think we'll be done shooting by June, and then we should be done with the Pisgah Home Colony documentary probably by September. And then maybe we're going to hopefully shoot for a Halloween premiere Blue Gate Bigfoot.
Nice.
Nice.
So, Josh Logan says in the chat, we need a nap. Yes, we are very tired.
Yeah, we're a little slow today.
And we're talking about hotels tonight, guys.
Yeah, hotels.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the freaky room tonight. Okay, I need sleep.
Well, they're local, so you can just go home afterwards.
So we don't need Josh, the bus driver.
Oh no, we always need Josh, the bus driver.
Okay. The wifey's on. Freaky room? What the hell is she talking about?
I don't know. Anyway, go ahead, Tammy, take us away before we get.
Yeah,
we're 5 minutes in. We're already way off base, so
we're off the rails already.
this train's just basically teetering on the rails. So save us.
Okie dokie. Well, welcome back to our Ghost of McMenamins tour. Last week we visited Edgefield and the White Eagle Saloon. Tonight we're going to start out at the college town of McMinnville, Oregon, home to Linfield University and McMenamins Hotel, Oregon. The hotel had a different name when it was first built. Originally built with just 2 floors, the Hotel Elberton was constructed in 1905 for $15,000 by local developers Fenton and Link. It was the most elegant hotel in town at the time, with 26 rooms, a barbershop, a cigar store, and a ladies' parlor. Lodging was priced between...
What's that?
I said, did she say cigar store?
I did say cigar store.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I was going to let it run for a while.
Lodging was priced between 75 cents and $1 per day. Man, I wish it was like that.
Right.
Hotel Elberton was managed by Thomas A. White and immediately became a popular meeting place for McMinnville residents and visitors. The 3rd and 4th floors were added in 1912, but not finished on the interior. The main lobby served for several years as a bus depot. In 1932, with the addition of an elevator came a name change to the Hotel Oregon, which was in business until 1967. Stranger. Okay. Various businesses occupied space in this building throughout the next 2 decades, but the property value continued to decline. By 1976, the estimated value of the building was $40,000, which would be about $170,000 today. In 1999, the property was renovated and reopened to its original glory as McMenamins Hotel, Oregon, the largest historic building in Yamhill County. Located at 310 Northeast Evans Street, the 1905 hotel was originally named the Hotel Elberton. Okay, we already did that. The McMenamins Hotel, Oregon in McMinnville is reputedly haunted, with guests and staff reporting paranormal activity. Known for its Prohibition-era history and being the tallest building in downtown, the hotel has a reputation of having spirits as residents. Rivaling the Cook's Hotel in elegance, this building housed many businesses and countless spirits and residents over the countless guests and residents over the next century. On the stairway to the 2nd floor, you can spot a painting of Tom Nicolai, and he was a child who grew up in the building in the 1950s. According to McMenamin's historical research, Tom and his siblings had a reputation for running up and down the halls, laughing and pulling pranks on everyone. Hauntings are so frequent at the Hotel Oregon, the front desk keeps a ghost logbook of sightings. The rooftop bar bartenders often hunt for the source of children's laughter, only to come up empty. Now, it's really cool. They have a rooftop bar and they have a cellar bar.
Nice.
So downstairs in the cellar bar, there's a ghost named John, and he is so well known for his mischievous pranks that there is an artist named Myrna Yoder who painted him on the exterior elevator doors. Stay in room 305 says, I think that this was the new, they have a new manager that came a few years ago, and the name is Tracy. And she said, stay in room 305, and you may feel a hand tucked in the blanket for you at night. In fact, it houses the regular, who's named John, seen wandering the rooftop bar and hallways. An anonymous guest posted this unsettling missive on an online forum. The entire time I was there, I felt like someone was watching me, he described. I was lying in bed and rolled over to see this picture on the wall of Ollie. I was staying in her bedroom. I'm a grown man and I don't scare that easily, but this was different. I felt like I was just being pushed out. So all of the rooms there are named after famous people. We'll get onto that again in a moment. But so yeah, so all of the rooms are known by the number and by the person whose name is on the door. So it says, a former employee named Michael shared a strange occurrence in 2002. I had finally completed my shift. We were allowed to stay open until 1 a.m., by far the latest hours on any part of the property. And having just completed my register count with a pocket full of tip money, I hurried down to the cellar bar office to make my cash drop. It was something I had done at least 100 times before. But he was always just a tiny bit creeped out by the vibe that the seller gave off. And he explained that in the process of putting his cash away for the night in a still rotating cylinder where it stays for safekeeping, that night it got really scary because the heavy steel cylinder was spinning, and it started spinning and spinning and spinning really fast. And as he started to process the facts, he said, I'm by far the last staffer to leave for the evening. So even if someone was hiding in the tiny office, there's no way to make that heavy piece of steel spin for more than maybe two seconds. It's just so heavy. So he looked around the room, and he remembered it turning cold, and he said, I have never had any paranormal experiences up to that moment, and he hasn't since. And he said he's not a believer in ghost stories, but that night he had no doubt that the Hotel Oregon had active spirits that were quite mischievous. Now, I found an article by a guy named Neil Zawicki, and he wrote, specifically, I wanted to experience Ollie's room, number 203. I wanted to see if I could experience her presence. Walking up to the room, I took note of murals, reminding me of Flannery's story about the person in the closet. And that was back to last week's story about the Edgefield. He said the images on the walls at Hotel Oregon appear as strange as they come. A chef standing in a stormy field, children in black and white emerging from the elevator, floating faces, babies sitting in a tree, twins smiling from a zodiac wheel, and one particular mural depicts a Japanese boy standing in a suit next to a bus. Again, strange, but very specific. So next he found himself in front of room 203, with her name, Ollie Ruffler, white inscribed on the door. The room had been rented, so he couldn't enter, but the curiosity made him put his hand on the door to determine if any spooky cinematic jolts or at least a frosty sensation would come through the wood. Nothing. So he snapped some photos of the door before his wife sent him a text saying that she and the kids were ready to leave. So he walked down the stairs, but he couldn't find him. He goes, here it comes, I thought. My visit to Ollie's door had probably unlocked a bad energy that caused my family to just vanish. But actually, no, they had simply crossed the street and were waving for him to come along.
I was going to say, what kind of drugs was he on?
Yeah, exactly. So he said, okay, so nothing spooky happened at the hotel. But later, when he looked at the pictures he had taken, he noticed what he felt was pretty certain of the outline of a face on Ollie's door. He said, there it is, just above her name, 2 sunken eyes and the bridge of a nose. It was Ollie making herself known. I don't know, that seems like a pretty interesting place to maybe go visit.
Every place is fun to visit.
I know. I need to get out more. The Hotel Oregon Facebook page has some interesting stories of haunted reports. One lady wrote, my son had a haunted experience. He was complaining about the kids running up and down in the halls, making noise, while her husband and her were in the bar. I jokingly told him in the morning that the kids in the big portrait must have gotten out. Then I asked at the desk at checkout, how many kids were here last night? And she said, your son was the only one. And she said her son will never stay there again because he was pretty sure that all those kids were ghosts. And then someone else wrote, I've got at least a dozen stories from when I worked there. The elevator stops randomly on the 4th floor. TVs turn on and off. An unplugged oscillating fan moves around on its own, and light fixtures move. The resident's ghost's name is John, and he's been there a very, very long time. Visitors come to McMenamins Hotel Oregon for its otherworldly attractions, as well as its vintage rooms, restaurants, bars, and entertainment options. This simple pub, hotel, and event venue located in a historic downtown building at 3rd and Evans Street is best known as the center of the UFO Festival, which is something else I want to go to.
Done that.
You guys have gotten to do so much cool stuff. It said, but it also has a reputation for its residents' poltergeists, reputed to sometimes rearrange objects or make them fly across rooms. Manager M. Thomas joked that she's considering making use of the mischievous spirit. She goes, if they can move things, she goes, I'll just give them a broom and ask them to sweep.
Earn their keep.
The poltergeists, like the aliens discussed at the annual festival, do make themselves useful. They attract attention, lodgers, and occasionally a film crew. And there are quirks that make the Hotel Oregon stand out in the McMenamins regional chain, a family-owned company celebrating 40 years this summer. This article, I'm sure, is a couple of years old, though. Hotel Oregon opened in 1999 from McMenamins. So they did end up refurbishing those 2 stories that was never finished. And so they were added years later when McMenamins was expecting its first flush of tourism, which never came. So the top floors were occupied by the Elberton family rather than guests. But later, when the hotel closed, the lower floor, besides being a bus station, also had a bunch of different stores that had a fabric store and a clothing store. But nowadays, the Hotel Oregon offers lodging mostly in rooms with shared bathrooms. It has a full-service restaurant with a dining room that overlooks 3rd Street, as well as seating on the roof 5 stories up. The rooftop and cellar bars serve beverages daily, and the Carter the Great craft cocktail bar is open on Fridays and Saturdays. The rooftop has an indoor space and 4 separate outdoor decks, including the Crow's Nest that was recently refurbished and reopened. It has great views even on bad weather days, and it's the place to go for local teams. So I guess the rooftop is really popular, probably with all those college kids.
Well, I know one thing that's not very popular. It's called the shared bathrooms.
Yes. That's one reason I don't want to go stay there. I like having my own bathroom.
And that was from Julie.
Yeah, I agree with you, Julie. Oh, there's an old lady in white tonight. I'm in
Thank
blue.
God.
I did have a white dress on, and I figured I better change. Like, yeah, James won't appreciate this one. Okay, so this the rooftop is open to all ages, including those poltergeists who date from a century ago or more. John the Ghost, who is said to make himself known frequently, supposedly is the spirit of a man who staffed the front desk of the hotel for decades. 2 hotel employees have reported seeing him, but he usually manifests himself by moving things around. Guests have reported seeing the image of a small child on the upper floors and entering the elevator. But like John, the child is a friendly ghost. Now, hauntings are common in the McMenamins.
I personally think they go hunting for those kind of buildings.
Yeah, everything is very unique historical places, usually either on the National Historic List or soon to be. But yeah, they have so many different places, old schools, old churches.
Been in the old church, it was really nice.
Oh, cool. And they say that perhaps the reason why they're all haunted is because they go in search of vintage buildings. The owners, they know that there's potential for the paranormal.
Told you.
Yeah.
I
I
call
know
that.
too that people like spooky shivers. Whether ghosts may come to Hotel Oregon in hopes of seeing ghosts, or to learn about UFOs, or to have a base for a tour, they can go on the wine country tours. They know that they can have a fun family experience.
Well, it's a fun family experience, all right.
Yeah. So ever since the beginning of, I guess, since McMenamins has taken over, the hotel has had its ghosts and its UFO-centric appeal. And the whole thing is based on local history. Its walls are covered with paintings and other references to the never disproven Trent UFO sighting in 1950. Since 2000, it has hosted the annual UFO Festival with music, an alien party, and serious UFOlogy speakers. The McMinnville Downtown Association oversees the more lighthearted part of the event with the UFO parade, fun run, and pet costume contest. The hotel is always booked up for the UFO Festival and by UFO enthusiasts all year round. Wine tasting tourists and business travelers fill its rooms up much of the rest of the year. But what I thought was the coolest thing about the Hotel Oregon was the name of their frequent guest program. Have you guys ever heard of it?
Frequent
No.
guest program?
Yeah.
No.
The
Are you?
Royal Order of Slumbering Bedheads. I just thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Nope, not going there.
Okay, so now we're going to get our Cajun tots to go, and we're going to enjoy as we head over to the next haunted McMenamins.
Yo, Josh, get us on the road, buddy.
Yeah, because located about 25 miles west of Portland is the town of Forest Grove and the home to McMenamins Grand Lodge. The 109-year-old building was formerly a Masonic and Eastern Star property. You guys have stayed at that one, right?
No.
No,
you haven't?
I was. My niece went to school next to it, so
Oh, okay.
I was there once or twice.
And I used to live down by there when I was younger. Well, before McMenamins took it over, I think.
Oh, cool. The building was in the planning for 20 years, along with fundraising and designing the property. The Masonic Eastern Star home for the state of Oregon was to be for the aged and infirm, and the poor and distressed worthy master masons, their widows, and orphans. In 1917, they initiated the designs, and in 1920, the first contract was set for the construction of the building, and the first cornerstone was set on June 16th of that year. On January 1st, 1922, the main lodge's central area and west wing was completed, and the first resident, Brother Henry Mounts, moved in a couple months later. They dedicated the lodge on June 14th, 1922. My grandma was born a week after that. A smaller building was completed in November 1926. It was called the Children's Cottage, where they planned to house the orphans of Masons. It could hold 32 children. But after just a couple years, they closed the orphanage due to the elderly and the kids not relating to each other in a great way. So I guess, old people and the kids just could not get along. So they started moving the children to outside families. In 1938, they built a new dairy barn to help save money on dairy products. By 1957, they discontinued the farm and the dairy due to financial deficits. And Julie said, go figure. In 1962, the Columbus Day storm caused considerable damage to the property. Most of the cottage roof was torn off, and the dormer roof over the main lodge was damaged. 22 trees on the farm were uprooted. So 8 years later, the offices of the Oregon Grand Lodge were relocated to the former children's cottage. In 1988, the Masons built the Jennings McCall Center, which was a 72-unit elder care apartment complex north of the Masonic home. Now in 1999, the Masons built the Jennings McCall II and a new Grand Lodge office and meeting facility. They had planned to move out of the original Masonic home and children's cottage. Some plans changed since McMenamins agreed to become the new custodian of the great old property. Renovations would start that fall. So on March 1st of 2000, the McMenamins Grand Lodge opened. The lodge is a hotel and it has a theater. The tall red brick structure looks like a building from a horror film. The former cottage is now a private event space. So what is one of the things that makes the McMenamins Grand Lodge famous for? It's known for being haunted.
Of course.
Guests and staff have reported paranormal activity like disembodied voices, unexplained noises, cold spots, and feelings like they were being watched. Specifically, the third floor attic and the annex. There are several phenomena and legends that are part of the Grand Lodge. The most famous spirit is the Lavender Lady. What do you know, James? She's not wearing white tonight.
That's all right. It's not white.
So the Lavender Lady resides on the second level of the main lodge. She died just before she turned 100 years old. Her apparition is dressed in a long patterned dress. She is apparently very friendly, and she leaves a scent of lavender behind her. Now, the third level of rooms were all taken from a list of books that was put together by the Lavender Lady. There is a poster on the top floor that reads, "Remarkably and perhaps by design, a list of books was uncovered during a recent reconstruction of the central part of the building's main entry." The tattered piece of paper on which it was written still held a faint but unmistakable scent of lavender. One source tells of the 22 books that were recovered during the renovation, and they all carried her scent. They decided to name their attic rooms based on these books. She is believed to be a woman named Anna that died in the building. So apparently Anna had, she really liked reading, and so they took the authors' names, and so each of the rooms is based on the literary figure. Julie says, "Lavender, interesting." And Jamie says they don't have TVs either.
Yep, not
Well,
staying.
what are we saying there?
Nope.
Yeah, there's no TVs, no phones.
No, nada. Forget it.
We're done.
And
Throw it in
not
the
a
fire.
lot of bathrooms. So ever
This
since
place just ain't cool.
McMenamins Grand Lodge opened, there is a thick binder at the front filled with ghost stories. It's at the front desk. There are recordings of knocking, kids giggling, cold waves, rearranging rooms, scratches and bruises left on guests, and more. Most records only tell of reports of lighthearted interactions, but they all contribute to the lodge's haunting reputation. In an interaction recorded by a couple staying at the lodge on July 3rd, 2008, the wife told of a physical encounter she had with a ghost. Her story in the binder reads, "I'm sitting eating dinner and decided to take a walk down the hall with my husband. We went into one of the vacant rooms and the curtains began to move. We thought it was just a vent, but once we got closer, we realized that there was nothing there that could be causing the movements. So we ran towards the door when suddenly something grabbed me by the ankle and dragged me back in. My husband ran towards me and grabbed my hand and we ran out of the building. I lifted my pants leg and there was the bruise of a hand around my ankle." So one, that's scary, and two, why did they just walk into some random vacant room? There must not be good locks on the doors either.
That's just a horror movie waiting to happen.
So one of the front desk staff told a guest that her colleague was cleaning coffee pots downstairs and heard knocking coming from another room. He went to investigate and the knocking stopped. He heard it again and ran upstairs to check it out. He was so freaked out when he came back from downstairs. Later, he found scratches going down his back. He now refuses to go back into the work area at all. Silent Negan, shared bathroom, shared bedroom.
Yeah, no.
Shared ghosts.
Victor is one of the bartenders. He claimed that the ghosts had been more annoying rather than frightening. He felt that someone was playing tricks on him. One night, when he was closing up the kitchen at the outdoor restaurant around 10:30 at night, the radio on the top shelf suddenly turned on by itself. Victor would say that it was not like he could have bumped it or anything like that. He couldn't have set it off, and it also went to a radio station that no one listens to. It was really kind of freaky. He would go on to tell some stories of the security guards that reported smelling lavender or the sound of running in the hallways above them at night. It's like playing cat and mouse games with footsteps going on here. And for me, it's more playful. No one is dying, but I do think no matter how much you say you don't believe in ghosts, everyone's a little freaked out around here. So I guess Victor became a believer. Okay, so the historic hotel offers 90 guest rooms with one-of-a-kind art specific to the literary author that the room is named after. There's even a historian to tell you the history about each of the rooms. Each room offers different accommodations. Some have the en-suite bathroom, but others have access to private bathrooms down the hall. So you have to walk a ways to go to the bathroom. The hotel offers Wi-Fi, but there's no televisions or telephones in the rooms. There is a spa, and overnight guests can enjoy the saltwater soaking pool. The Grand Lodge is family-friendly, and they invite guests to explore the grounds, search for hidden corridors, and you may even encounter the resident ghosts. The hotel features a concert series in the summer, which the lawn can hold 3,300 people. The place is huge and offers hidden rooms and other things to explore while possibly meeting up with one of the spirits. Okay, well, I did not write enough for tonight, so we'll just have to talk about McMenamins.
Well, I want to know is how do they know how many people can be on that lawn? How did they come up with that number?
I don't know. And did they count the spirits?
They have that many spirits?
I don't know.
If they get that many spirits, and let's put that place as number one to hit.
Yeah, I don't know how they count that kind of stuff. It's like, how many people can you fit in the park?
Wait, they get each individual person standing right next to each other all the way until they fill it up, or what? I mean, what do you think, Doc?
Julie, I don't go into random rooms at hotels. I might run into James or Darren or someone. Or someone scary. Oh, and Jamie said that the fire department has a formula for masked occupancy. Max. I can't talk tonight.
Well, that's all right. We're all kind of off tonight. So.
Yeah, we had too much fun with the new camera drone.
I saw your videos. Those looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to upload all the rest of them while we're doing this. So
Julie says 2,999 people showed up, and they said we can fit one more.
And then the other 300 are the ghosts.
All right. Well, that's still a lot of ghosts. Dang.
But yeah, I should have taken today off and written about Kennedy School. That's our next one.
Ooh, Kennedy's. Where's that one located?
I don't remember. See if it's in my notes.
Oh, I'm sure you got an invite, or were you busy working? Doc's over there just vegetating on that camera.
oh, I'm trying to get these things to actually load, and it's really starting to piss me off.
Oh,
The Kennedy School is on Northeast 33rd Avenue in Portland.
Northeast 33rd. May need to make a swing by there. It's over in the hood somewhere. Neighborhood.
Yeah, it said that it has 35 guest rooms, a brewery, 4 bars, and a restaurant.
Ooh.
But yeah, sounds fun. And then I'm trying to remember what other one. I don't know. I found 5,
That's all
but
good.
I know there's more. I wish I knew more about the ones down here.
Boy.
I do know that I am gonna go here in a couple weeks, hopefully, and get to visit the or do some work at that Twisted Duck that's haunted.
Twisted Duck. Never
Yeah,
heard-
it's a pub that we sing karaoke at on Friday nights,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
and
you mentioned it before.
yeah, there's a couple ghosts in there, and so I did take my spirit box and my EMF reader the other night, but we were just having too much fun that I didn't get to stay late and find out anything.
Well, I have to download my audio recorder because the wife went to Canada over the week, and she stayed at a haunted bed and breakfast place.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah, built in the 1800s. So she said she got something on audio. I just need to download it so I can listen to it.
Yeah, Josh, it ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna sing a song. I don't drink. Otherwise, so it's like sometimes I don't know if I would be more brave if I did. So I just have my set song list.
Man, the only time I've done karaoke is when I'm severely drunk, and that's the only time allowed.
Well,
I
maybe
mean,
we can
it's still terrible.
maybe we can find somewhere at the Ghost Conference. I'm sure there's somewhere up there we can go sing karaoke.
I don't know. We're going to be busy.
Yeah.
Are we?
I'm
Uh,
going to be trying to hang out with you guys, so hopefully I'll be busy too.
well, I know the conference opens Friday at 3. Speakers go to, I think it's like 7. Then they've got haunted tours. They've got Ghost Investigation starting at 9:30. They've got the movies at 10.
No.
Or 10 or 10:30.
10:15, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then there will be questions with the cast members after the movie.
Silently, Negan? No, I have not booked my place yet. As of right now, it's probably just going to be myself going down. So the wife is going to hook me up with a hotel room, it looks like. Yeah, and I think they're going to do a, like they do every year, Thursday night, like a launch party at the Bridge Tender.
Yeah, I won't be able to go down on the Thursday though.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll be.
I will miss the mixer again, but that's all right.
I'll be down there Thursday. So I got Thursday through Monday off.
Well, I have to work on Friday, and then my friend and I might come up as soon as we get off work. Well, we are coming up there. It's either me or my friend and I. But I know there's still rooms at the Catherine.
Yeah, I know the wife's been up there looking around, so I'm not sure.
I paid extra and got a room with a balcony view of the river. Not an ocean view. I wanted to stay there, but I couldn't afford those.
Nice.
I had thought about trying to stay at that international hostel, and then it's like, oh no, I'll pay the extra $100 and get a room with my own bathroom.
Oh, come on. You don't want to share with everybody else?
No.
Oh, the conference just posted their 2026 partnering hotels. Huh.
But part of us already have our rooms.
They're kind of a little late getting that up, in my opinion, but
Yeah. Well, you guys will have to let me know what I need to buy tickets to.
Basically, it's the movie.
hey, we're not gonna need to buy tickets to get into that, are we?
I don't know.
You should be there giving autographs.
Then he'll give the autographs, not me. We've had this discussion. I'm not really in that fucking thing.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. You're going to be in the Pisgah Home Colony documentary a lot.
Of course.
And to think I knew you before you got famous. But yeah, it's going to be cool. You guys will have to make autograph posters and all kinds of new things.
I think tonight or tomorrow I'll try and get my tickets for that investigation for Saturday night. That Saturday night.
Yeah, I know.
Before
I know we talked about it earlier, but I know Clyde Lewis goes on at 2, and I want to hear him speak. And then if we want to bail out of the conference, because I don't think I'm not going to have a hotel room after 11 Saturday. So I'm going to need somewhere to crash out, because there ain't no way I'm driving home at 11:30 up all day, and I'm not 19 anymore. I can't run on like a couple hours of sleep.
you can crash at my place when I get it.
So, something new that we're going to do, it's like totally off the wall, but we are going to, at the Lane County Fair, we're going to sponsor a little kids, it's for kids 6 and under, where they make little creatures out of salt dough and paint them up and stuff, and we're going to sponsor that. So we'll get to have some little display of the stuff you got going on.
Very cool.
But yeah, I came up a sponsor short, and it's like, oh, we can do it. So we'll give like teddy bears or something cute and stuff. Every kid that enters gets a free pizza and stuff. So it's a lot of fun. But yeah, free advertisement.
That's why you're the PR person.
Oh, Julie wants a lumberjack.
I was thinking about Julian Lumberjacks the other day. I came across something that would have been perfect for her.
Oh, and Silent Negan wants his puppies.
Don't worry, Silent Negan. You're going to get all the puppies you want on the 14th.
You know, Jamie might get a little jealous there, Silent Negan.
Oh, I love this group.
This group is insane. Tonight we're just kind of
we have like no energy tonight. I don't know what it is. I think I've been running around all day and didn't get my nap in. I think that's the problem.
That's what I didn't get a nap either, man.
I didn't have a cigar today.
You know, I think
That's
that
what
might
it
be
is.
what it is. I mean, we had a great cigar yesterday.
We did.
We had a good 6'4" or taller. Julie, since you are the number one fan, the professor, Dr. Professor, yeah, you just say what you want and we'll get it for you. It'll be all right.
Yeah, Julianne wants to know what his name was, Danny.
Oh, I think it was a stuffed animal that looked like a lumberjack. I was somewhere shopping, and it's like, oh, this is for Julie. I don't know. It's been a weird week.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
I've worked in like all over the place. I was in Florence this week. I was in Springfield this week. I work in Cottage Grove. So I'm just like all over the place again.
Poor Josh. He doesn't meet the height requirement.
So do you have a new kilt for the event?
Actually, I do. I'm going to be wearing my blue one for Friday, and I'm going to be wearing a green, which I know it's amazing. I'm in something besides blacks and blues. It's Celtic green.
Nice.
So that'll be what I wear.
Don't let Heidi hear you say this stuff, because you know her. She's been trying forever to get me to have one of those.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Jamie likes the short lumberjacks because she's only 5 feet. Oh. Well, I'm not much taller, Jamie. I'm 5'3".
Oh, jeez.
Oh man. Yeah, I wanted to get something that said DBK on it before the Ghost Conference, but I haven't got anything done yet. But
Yeah, I don't think we really got a whole lot of t-shirts we're packing out. Silent Negan says, not our DBK kilts. If you want to wear the grays, go ahead and wear the grays. I'm just kind of wearing the blue and the green. The blue is more of a dress, and then the green is more of the Ghost Conference green color. So I'm kind of wearing their colors for a day.
Shame on you.
I know. We all know it's for Rocky's mom.
Oh, of course.
She was saying that I had to wear kilts from now on, and I have to show up in a kilt. So,
Oh yeah. She'll get her dress.
well, hey, if we're gonna go back to having booths and everything next year, man,
Oh, are we?
I don't know.
DBK may, but I don't think we will. I may not have a team by then. We'll see.
well, let me know, and I can go up and help with the booth and stuff.
Well, it's something the wife and I will discuss. Yeah.
Well, I mean, first of all, we got to get this year's done and out of the way, and then
Yeah.
we can think about 2027 Ghost Conference closer, because I mean we got our documentaries to shoot, and then we've got the Old Town Ghost Walk to
Yeah.
worry about, and then we'll get to everything.
Just think how cool it's going to be to have all that stuff and all your posters and everything in 2027. Guys are going to be famous.
Well, if the Ghost Conference wants to show one of our movies, we will gladly let them have Ghosts of the Forgotten, the Pisgah Home Colony documentary.
That would be
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Bigfoot's going to be fun. The Dogman video is going to be fun.
But the pistol is going to be serious.
Pisgah's going to be the emotional one.
That's the one I'm really looking forward to seeing.
Yeah, because we are actually going to go and talk to the local historical society who actually has artifacts and logbooks from the house. So we're going to get all this on camera and talk to these people.
That is so cool.
And then hopefully they'll let us look through these books and we can get it all on video. And
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to basically post everything in one of our little chat pages, because all these videos are longer than hell. They won't fit in a normal chat video. So hopefully whenever the hell they get done,
Mhm.
everybody, people that are part of BBK Case Files group, which is private for reasons, could tune in to, well, basically James and Tammy and 25 select other people can tune in to Case Files and look at those videos. Hopefully they all work.
Yeah, that would be
I
fun.
hope they work. So far, they all look good.
Nice.
So, anyway, let's go ahead and get out of here, because we're
We're
trying.
just-
We're fighting. All right. Oh, give me your send offs, and we'll just get.
That's it, man. You haven't said much all night. Now it's time he wants to get going and start rolling. All right.
We got nothing else.
Right. All right. Keep your cryptids close and tight. Hug them all night. Until next week.
Yeah. Remember, ghosts for people too. See you next week.
All right, everybody.
Night.